Hello, welcome to Dev Sports. This is a new video, and I am Snehashish Mukherjee reporting from Dubai. Along with me, my colleague Bharat Ramjay is also here. And today we are at the Dubai Academy, ICC Academy rather, because here India team will practice in some time. But because tomorrow India are going to begin their campaign in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2024 against New Zealand, their first group game. So here we are here to discuss some points regarding that game. So Bharat, first game against New Zealand. You have seen, the team having won two warm-up games against West Indies and South Africa respectively. So how do you see, Team India getting prepared for the first game?
Yeah, on paper, I guess India are pretty much the favorites for this match.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that there are a few loopholes. There are question marks over India's middle order. Who is going to bat at what position? The top order, obviously, Smriti Mandhana is a great player, but she hasn't really clicked as you can see the same.
Even
Shafali, that's what I said. So there are loopholes, but India's spin attack is quite strong.
Yeah.
If you look at the bowling lineup, it's quite strong. So and Jamima obviously has been scoring runs. And when you look at from New Zealand's point of view, they depend too much on Free Divine, Susie Bates, and to an extent Emily Kerr, and they need Emily Kerr, Googlies to really work. Others, yeah, they have a couple of honest tryers in Hannah Rowe and Rosemary Mayer and all these medium paces, but other than that, Plimmer, Isabel, and all these girls, they're really struggling with the bat. So if New Zealand win, they have to, I guess, play at 110% and really play out of the schemes to come out on top. But yeah, T20 cricket has been over. As I say, this is
unpredictable. Yes, absolutely. I think when it comes to the shortest format of the game, it is very unpredictable. But I think as a team, New Zealand, might be, lacking some form coming to this World Cup, because in the last warm-up match, I also saw that they were struggling against England, and the way England hammered themselves, I think that's a worrying sign. But there are some players that can cause, problems to India. For example, Sophie Devine, we all know the skipper Sophie Devine, Susie Bates, experienced batter, a top order, talismanic batter, and I think from the bowling perspective, Amelia Kerr. Not only bowling, even with the batting also, we have seen her batting in the WPL also. So what is your views on these players?
Yes, I noted this. Amelia Kerr, her googlies really work well. She gets her googlies right. It's difficult to play her. Yeah, with the bat, I guess she's a little more confident in ODI cricket comparatively, but yeah, she can still do the job with the bat as well. Susie Bates, yeah, she's not getting any younger. Susie Bates started playing when I was somewhere in MBA, that's long ago. But she's still around, so she has the experience of playing with perhaps better sides, so she can pass on the experience to others and utilize it as well in tomorrow's game. But I think the main player is, as you discussed, Sophie Devine, because she has that X factor, and in T20 cricket, if you really want to win, you need as many X factor players as possible, and she's the one. After that, as I said, there isn't much to look at. Plimmer is really struggling. She's averaging 10 or 12 with the bat, and she has to open the batting and give them a good start alongside Susie Bates. So it is a real struggle for them in recent times. They lost to England home and away badly. They just won one match, I guess, in T20 out of 10. And they didn't go well against Pakistan either at home in T20. So, yeah, if they win tomorrow, it will be a little bit of surprise. But as I said, on the given day, they might still do it.
Yes, absolutely. And as you have seen the warm-up games, I think it is expected that India's spinners will come into play, and they are they can play the main role in India's success in this World Cup. So, seeing that, do you think that the battle is going to be India's spinners versus New Zealand batting?
Yeah, obviously. In these conditions, you expect that to happen unless some new comes into play and suddenly changes everything. Asha Sopana, you would have also watched, took some wickets, and she looks good. Yeah, again, you never know whether they will play her in the match, because her fielding is not great. Just for one particular skill, they have to play her, but I think she can become some kind of these conditions. Yeah. As you just noted, Sayanka Patil as well. He imparts good reps on the ball and the balls at a decent pace. When you have that kind of combination, it may not be easy to bat against her.
And Deepti Sharma.
Deepti Sharma obviously is look like are the favorites. So let's see what will happen.
Yes. So I will end the show with the last question. That as we discussed, that Shafali Verma and Smriti Mandhana needs to step up their game, because we all know that in the power play overs you need to score those quick runs as our opening batters. But the main question is the number 3. Yes. Before the World Cup, we have seen multiple players getting tried at that position. Our skipper Harmanpreet Kaur at number 4. But now, after seeing these two warm-up games, it is there.
By sending Harmanpreet Kaur at number 3, yes. As Mr. Amol Mazumdar said in the presser, that We will do it when the match starts. So you will see what we will do the number 3 position. But going as per the practice, whatever feelers we are getting, looks like Harmanpreet Kaur might bat at number 3. Obviously, no guarantee about that, but looks like she will bat at number 3. And
Yeah.
if she gets going, that's great for the Indian team. So leader, if you're leading from the front at the
Exactly.
top in the top order, that's I think
Moral
better
boost
than
for
that.
the team.
Yeah, perhaps she doesn't have the best of World Cup records. You know, she averages about 20, maybe. You never know. She's a bottom-handed player. I'm nothing against bottom-handed batting, but when you have that kind of grip, if you're getting a little too tense, if you're feeling that kind of pressure, then your bottom hand might get very tight, and that could be a reason why she's failing, because perhaps she's feeling that pressure in World Cups. Because her record is not exactly great. Yeah, but looks like she might bat at number 3 and Jamie Mudd to follow at number 4 if you look at the fielders and if you look at the practice.
Yes, absolutely. I think for a leader, I think Harmanpreet Kaur needs to step up her game as a batter also, because she has to lead from the front. I think that will be a moral boost to the whole team. Last prediction time, Bharat, India winning
Yeah, that's what I think so. But I will always repeat
on this day.
that. You might think I'm a broken tape recorder
No,
by
no,
now,
no.
but yeah, but there's always
Yeah,
a T20
that is-
cricket on the given day. New Zealand, if they put their 110%, they can definitely come out on top as well. But India should win this. I would say 60-40 in India's favor.
Exactly. I also absolutely agree with Bharat that India will start this game as favorites, seeing the current form of both this team. So that's it for now. From both of us, we are signing off for now. So stay tuned to Rep Sports, and please follow us, subscribe us, and do not forget to like the video. Thank you.